And the cover I really like. I see reflections and I see probably street lamps. You have a knack of making me think you're pulling up behind buildings and finding different ways they've turned out after the years with the concrete blocks and repairs and windows and repainting jobs that no one put much thought in. The way the buildings just ended up next to each other, and there's an art to that, not paying attention to it. And it certainly is something that is fun to look at when nobody's trying. It's what I see first. I don't know what that chain is there. It's a diagonal line. I can hear you now thundering down the steps so long ago. Sad how long ago it was. Now here's a Cody special. We could look outside the window and just dream of what was to come. Tablet repair. I love windows. If I was at a museum with this one, I would definitely want to linger a long time. I love it. Very nice to be outdoors like that, Cody. So you're outdoors, and that's good. I don't know exactly how that worked. I'm explaining too much what things aren't I? I had a bookmark in here, and I don't know what happened to that. All the things that would happen in a day. It's Jeweler's Bay. Like being able to look up, like being able to look down. Almost looks like it's floating, but it's nice to see a shopping cart. You love your shopping carts. When did that start out, Cody? Very high among the clouds. But you don't have to figure out what it is to enjoy. Stair corridor, stairwell. And I love stairwells. They don't have them so much anymore. What's going on with the shadows and the curves and the straight lines that point up and mostly curving. You can see him, his head is like, so that's a mystery with shadows that are unexplainable. Looks like, reminds me of the state of Kansas, turned on its side. Brookfield, Illinois, if you ever get there. Diamond shadows, but I like that no parking sign. It throws everything off, but it's a Cody thing for you. Isn't he a sweet boy? Architecture on the boat. He lured women into his house, and then they kind of disappeared. Well, this one, the door was lower. Then he'd have a back room and this and that. Okay, so this is pretty mysterious. I looked ahead, and I can see Diney Lou in the roots, just like a little goblin or whatever they do in The Hobbit or whatever. I can see her down in the grass. Hi, Annie. Oh, you're precious. It looks like it would be iridescent. Diagonal wood there. That doesn't make sense then. Totally blank, nothing going on, but that would be fun to see in color. But then that would give it away. It's dead. I'd laugh. Oh, I am laughing. I don't have to be in an art gallery to laugh at this. And your thing for chairs, my thing for chairs. I like how the chair is so big. We used to see them in Chicago where you go down the street, but there was a huge parking garage that you could pull into and they'd park the car for you. A lot going on behind these buildings, isn't there, where there's not a soul to be seen. Look at all those egg cartons, my God. I love the chairs. Goes down to That's a nice thing in the summer to be out there. There's a lot going on in him. Marzipan, peanut butter, Mamie, and Ferrero. I just turned off a TV show and the cat came to say hello, and like a rainbow, but it isn't a rainbow. Mess. But it's such a mess, I would stop to check it out. And the doors, I always like doors because I always wonder where they lead. Just like I like windows. Wood and a rock and chalk. The doors open onto the expanse. You have to kind of wade through it. Walking through a sunbeam. A flurry and a slurry of light. Click, 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 of course. And it is furry. Make it known that there were things here that you should be aware of. Iowa, 80 and 35. So 35, isn't that the road that leads up to Minneapolis? Crisscross, crisscross. Is that what we're doing here? And I like your chairs again. This stairwell is magnificent. Where did you find this? These are like the old ones, because they don't make them like this anymore. Wherever you found this old stairwell, congratulations. Cloverleaf. This is a good staircase. Looks like you've got a plastic cassette on the side. Mid-century, as Russell would say. It's a cassette, So Much I Love You. This is something to linger at some daisies. AstroTurf. I don't know what kind of lights those are. This is good. When air. See, this is why I shouldn't be doing this, because I'm getting really tired. It's texturally pleasing. Something only. Not jumbled. A uterus. I'm just going to say it. So the way you do things, it's got to be two things going on. People are throwing these sticks. Because it's that complicated? No. And then the dark spot between the bunny and the container. The chair. You and your chairs. And it looks like a jolly figure that goes over the middle caution wet floor. Probably that's it. I don't know how you did that, because it means that it would be really noisy if you plugged it in. What do you think about that? And the paint on the floor, but I don't think it's the same sky. And you have some interesting things going on here. Not sinister. Probably no one's sitting in their car. Maybe they are. It's curious. Then this also reminds me of a Columbo episode where Janet Leigh, you know, the one that was in Psycho, she was on the second floor, and someone told her to climb down, and there was a tree nearby, and she actually did. She went from the second floor and jumped over to a tree and climbed down the tree. I could not believe she did that. And the ladder inside. Why would a ladder be inside a building? Toilet plunger in the pretty white clouds. And then we found out it used to be a funeral home. It was like, oh. The alley didn't care how tall the building was. It was free space. They look like flowers, like you'd want to put them in a vase. And the heavier metal, long bodies behind it or on top of it. We're climbing up. Things are pointing up. You can't just lie on your back like we did in our backyard and watch the birds perch. One of those rising staircases where he's just got on it. The distance of days past. I like those buildings that were in the era of Heart to Heart TV show. I miss him. Oh no, I gotta plug it in. It's low battery. Hang on. Take 2. I'm turning the book now to try to get the light somewhere. I can't do it. That suggests the Heart to Heart era. And I don't know what that thing is in the middle that juts out. Plush avocado or orange carpet. Something's reflecting. That's the concrete picture. The other one is more abstract. So that's disturbing. Concrete, I said. Sorry, I had peanut butter before. A floozy from somewhere. All right. I was going to quit because of this peanut butter thing, but when I went to bookmark it, I saw I missed a page. I can see the zigzags of the legs and his butt. 2 tangos. He's like, whoa. And that's what I can't stop seeing. Textiles that you like to use. But you've got all kinds of great shadows here. I like it in the middle. I love windows as much as you love chairs or whatever. Sometimes the ones I don't understand are the ones I remember the best. This is really nice, really nice. Something that used to be there that's not there anymore. I can't see the, oh yeah, I can see. I don't know what those little circles are. See the dimensions. I don't know what you've got on top of that. You know it's not going to happen. Antenna on some kind of an animal, and it's walking, and a beak up and down. Almost looks like they're elevated and floating. It does. Vertical lines and some light beams like sabers. So that's an interesting angle there. And I like the different textures in the diamonds. There's different textures of light. The ones that make me wonder are the ones that I like. It looks concrete, the steps. It's a Mongolian barbecue. It's hard to get past that thought. Okay, kids, let's turn the page. You have to wait until the engine's not hot or it'll steam up. I don't know if you do that anymore. So you wander into places where chairs are in different states. Really doesn't appeal to me a whole lot. It'd be interesting to feel all this. So what? In a way, but it isn't. But that's what it reminds me of. Grow, get or concentrate. Go into the shadows of the overlay. Walk on that beautiful wood floor. Baby pig creep. There was so much excitement in old grocery stores. They were so unique. The tiles back by the butcher shop. Sow, concentrate. This is full of possibilities. Pig grower, concentrate. You did it. You fooled us. You gave us something to trick us. Lactose-sweet wiener pellets crisscrossed into each other. poultry concentrate crumbles. Tango in the clouds. I like pulling the light out that was already there to be pulled out. I enjoyed the trip you offered of pulling out the light.